What is happening here is mind-boggling and absolutely unprecedented.
I think it's disastrous, profoundly distressing.
Fears this weekend international efforts to fight climate change will be thrown into reverse. At a United Nations climate summit in Madrid, countries are more divided than ever over how to implement the 2015 Paris Agreement to tackle global warming. The key issue, how far each nation is willing to go to help stave off climate catastrophe. After a year of wildfires, deadly storms, and flooding, the European Union warning they must send a strong message to the world.
For the EU, it's impossible to leave this COP without a strong message on ambition. This is something that that outside expects from us, and we need to hear their calls.
That view is echoed by many observers who say the draft text presented Saturday morning may end up backtracking on commitments countries made in the Paris Pact.
This is set for a collapse unless we fix it in the next few hours. So ministers have a huge job at hand.
The Madrid conference had been due to conclude Friday, but dragged on as negotiators sparred over how to chart a way forward. Campaigners and delegates are slamming Chile, which is presiding over the talks, for drafting a text they see as dimming hopes the Paris deal still has a fighting chance.
The draft outcome that has been put forward by the Chilean presidency is disgraceful, completely unacceptable.
What they've done is they've just clearly given the platform to the polluters.
But the Chilean environment minister said they're all in this together.
There cannot be any excuses for not reaching agreements. I call on you to work together to be able to give a positive response tomorrow.
Countries most vulnerable to climate change feel they're being ignored.
We believe countries are losing sight of the bigger picture and proceeding as if there is no climate emergency.
These are the last negotiations that the United States can participate in before officially leaving the Paris deal next year. Now, the U.S., along with Australia and Brazil, among the countries being criticized at the summit for resisting calls for bolder climate commitments. For City News, I'm Caryn Ceolin.